As a personal trainer and a coach for over 14 years, I have worked with many trainers and coaches, many gyms, and many individuals. And I've learned a lot about the industry. And one of the biggest things that grinds my gears is what people have as an expectation of what a good trainer or a good coach is. People think a good trainer or coach can, write you a program, can give you nutritional advice, can, get you to exercise, can keep you motivated. And that's it. Now, the reality is people are coming out with their 8-week courses and, or their life transformation challenges. And they've been like, hey, I can do all of these. I'm a great coach. And the reality is that does not make a great trainer. It takes years of hard work, years of working with so many people to develop a skill to be a great coach and trainer. And if you think you're a great coach and trainer and that's it, you're absolutely wrong, because a great coach and trainer will always seek out better and will always realize they could have done better, and they're trying to evolve and grow and always educate and trying to always level up. And what a great trainer looks like is someone that doesn't only work on health and fitness from a physical perspective and from a sales pitch, that they've got a successful Instagram business and they've got a successful online client base. Some of the best trainers don't even have these platforms and just put the work in and get the results with their clients. But you're dealing with a human. You're dealing with a mind, a body, and a soul. You are not dealing with just one. You can't segregate the body. People have like, yep, so I'll do a program on just mind and this and that, and I'll just do a program on the physical or just on the nutritional. The reality is none of the body as a human can be segregated. And if you're trying to work with a human, you got to work with the whole individual. And what I see is when trainers go, oh, but I wrote up the most amazing program. There's the best program and the best coaches in the world that have their programs up online for free for a reason. You can get access to them, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So it needs to be applied correctly to that individual. So coaches like, oh, my client didn't get the results because they didn't stick to my program. Or my client didn't get the results because they didn't do the nutritional program the way I set it out. They didn't stick to it. And it's like they're injured still because they didn't do what I said. It's like, well, you're just laying the blame on the client. And yes, there is a responsibility to the client to do the work. But they come to you to be guided, to be mentored. And the understanding of the individual you're working with is the key. You are not coaching a movement. You are not coaching a nutritional program. You're not coaching a mindset. You are coaching that individual through a movement, that individual through their nutritional program, that individual through changing their mindset and behavior. And the missing piece with good coaches is, or trying to have a good coach, is that they try and make it generic. They try and put it out there. They make it sexy, and they try and fast track and give the client what they want without giving them also what they need. And that's because it's easier to sell what you want. It's like, I want this. Yeah, I can give you that. And yeah, we can. And you're not going to sustain it or hold it on for long, or you might not even get it. But it sounds sexy at the beginning and they can take your money and all well and good. And it is easy to showcase the positive results, and it's easy to showcase all the good. But it's hard to showcase the shit and the hardship and the suffering and the punch-ons you might have with the client because they don't want to agree, but you got to get to that level of communicating where it's true, it's real, it's organic. Good trainers will mentor you, will guide you, and will continue mentoring and guiding themselves. If you have a trainer that doesn't have a guide, doesn't have a mentor, doesn't have somewhere they're growing, are they really good for you? Are they really seeking out the best for you? Because we don't have all the answers. And if someone's telling you they do, they're lying to you. They're trying to sell you this great pitch, which sounds sexy in the short term, but in the long term is not going to have any reward. And what I always say is when you're seeking a coach, have human conversations. If they're avoiding the true depths of what makes you a human, they're just selling you the results. They're not selling you the journey. And at the end of the day, the results will come because of the journey. And if you don't get the results in the end, you weren't looking at the journey. And the journey involves your day-to-day life, your experience, your relationships, your mindset, your traumas, your experience. Everything you go through day to day will get you towards that goal. And now they're going to add a layer to it, whether it's nutrition, training, etc. And it's not about just adding that and negating everything else that exists. A good coach will understand that you're not going to be able to A to Z perfectly because life happens. Shit happens. And we need to be able to adapt and evolve so that we can help you mold your plan so that we can get you where you need to be. Now, a trainer that just says, oh, you didn't get what you want because you didn't do A to Z. Well, maybe something happened along the way and they weren't there to help and you weren't there comfortable enough to communicate with them. So I really advise, when you are looking for a good coach, have someone that's willing to have the real world conversations with you, that's really willing to call bullshit, not just selling you the sexy stuff. At the end of the day, the results are an end game, which, to be honest, there is never an end game. You can get results, but then it's like, what's next? And it's a long journey. It's an experience. And the journey is the fun part, because you're going to learn about yourself. You're going to learn how to evolve and grow and not be stagnant. And when there are obstacles and stresses, how to deal with them. And that's what a real coach does. A real mentor will help guide you through that. A trainer is just going to read a workout on the board, write up a pretty program on a pretty app, and give you check boxes to tick. It looks all sexy, and it looks all formal and presentable. But at the end of the day, if that's all you want, well, that's all you're going to get. But if you really want the results, you really want a connection with a human, that is what a proper coach and a mentor is. And to the coaches and the trainers out there in the industry, level up. Stop being shit. Honestly, there are so many out there that are just like faking it or bullshitting their way around it. And you know what? Yeah, I get it. Fake it to make it. And you've got to, show yourself. But like, show the real journey and have mentors. Go seek out guidance. Get off your high horse. You don't know everything. Get off the ego. Maybe someone out there that isn't as famous as you knows a bit more than you, or knows how to help someone better than you. And it's great. Pass them on. Share the industry around. There is plenty of fish in the sea. There is a lot of food out there for us. But it's not a matter of you saying, I know all the answers, but seeking out those who maybe do, and seeking out better information, better knowledge, and upskilling yourself continually. And I get it. We want to show all of our success. But the reality is we have a lot of fails as well. And be honest with it, because then it shows that you're a human, and it shows that you are real. And there's also the other spin to that, when you'll see trainers and coaches and putting out the bad side of their life, almost to showcase it like they're putting it on show so they can make you feel like, oh yeah, cool, I'm normal. Look, guys, don't play the human. Don't try and just be real. Don't try and fake it. Don't try and put it out there like it's okay, it's normal, and this is be real. The reality is we all humans, we all experience very similar aspects of life in our own way. And as a coach and a trainer, we are trying to show that we practice what we preach. And what we preach is all of these things that we sell. It should be. And if it's not, then you're asking yourself a question. And for those out there, if your coach is not practicing what they preach, then are they really believing what they're giving you? And it should be a very human experience, not a very pen and paper, pretty, designed program without any edit to the human. Coaches, honestly, do better. Clients, members, those seeking out coaches, ask questions. Always pick and pride and ask questions. And if you have questions and you're not sure, reach out. Reach out to trainers out there that maybe you don't have access to physically, but you can send a message to someone like myself. I'm happy to always help and see if you are doing the right thing, or if you could be doing better. Realize that there is a lot out there that is all show ponying and all making things pretty. It is an industry of a lot of money, an industry of a lot of lies and manipulation, and there are real people out there doing a great job, real coaches out there doing a great job. So seek out those guys.